Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to just go ahead and give a little quick disclaimer. If you hear a ton of noise in the background, that will be my children throwing large heavy objects at each other. And actually, I shouldn't say large heavy objects. They're throwing very large Lego bricks around, so it sounds worse than it really is. So yeah, hopefully for this voice recording I can realize that I'm trying to work on something that makes me happy to help bring me back. I was actually trying to do work for my day job, and frustrating things just kind of derailed all of my motivation, so trying to bring it back down. But it's Halloween. At least hopefully it's Halloween when you're watching this, because I'm hoping to have this up in time for Halloween, but happy Halloween. Yeah. Pardon me for the awkward pauses. I'm trying to think. I didn't really have a whole lot planned to say. I'm working on this piece, Trick or Treat, and I'm using my Daniel Smith paints. I've been thinking about using them again for a little bit because I used them once when I painted my swatch cards and did that little demo piece for that one video, probably a couple months ago now. And I haven't really used them since because I've been kind of trying new things here or there, but I wanted to go back and use them again. And I really I enjoyed using them, so like really glad I chose to do that. Still want to get more Daniel Smith paints. It's gonna be a little while before I do that in the future, but still one of my plans. But yeah, hopefully that first minute and some change though, the video wasn't too annoying. I really liked the song, but then it was beginning to be a little bit too much, so hopefully for about a minute it wasn't too terrible. I started this piece, I was just doing a digital sketch because I really would like to get back into some digital work a little bit, practice sketching digitally. I used to do all my art digitally many years ago. And I just kind of went through with doing the lining because I figured if I was going to transfer it to watercolor paper, having the, you know, clear, concise lines was going to be pretty helpful for me. And then I wanted to go ahead and just give the general color scheme of what I was going for. After I did the line art for this though, I definitely went and bought a light box because I tried copying it off the iPad directly. I did copy it off the iPad directly, but like I tried doing it in Procreate and my hand through the paper kept moving the drawing around and resizing it, and it was getting very frustrating. So my husband had the idea of using it as the lock screen, which worked, but I had to continuously wake up the iPad every few seconds because as I was drawing new lines, it was going back to sleep. So it took me a little bit longer than I had hoped it would. It was pretty frustrating, but as you can see, I succeeded and I was able to transfer the sketch to watercolor paper so I could paint it. So, it's Halloween. My plans for Halloween, usually we would have taken our kids out trick-or-treating, but between just generally not wanting to go out for what I would like to think are obvious reasons, but I don't know how many people in our neighborhood would be participating in handing out candy this year. So I really didn't want to waste our time walking around and not getting much out of it. I don't think anyone would have enjoyed it. Like, I don't want to be like, we're only there for the candy, but you know, when you have 2 small kids, it's probably not as exciting to them if they're not really getting much out of it. So what we're doing instead is we're staying home, and my son likes to associate pumpkin pies with Halloween, so that is kind of like a new thing we're going to start doing. Is every Halloween we're going to make pumpkin pies, and we are going to sit down and watch some Studio Ghibli movies. Many I haven't seen yet, but there are several that I have that are my favorites, and my kids have seen a couple that they really enjoy, so I kind of, you know, for both me and them, sit down and watch some new ones we haven't seen yet. And we're gonna make cookies, we're going to watch movies, and bake pumpkin pies, and I think that would be a pretty enjoyable way to spend Halloween. Anybody doing anything exciting? Who's going trick-or-treating? If you are, you know, leave a comment down below. I am generally curious to know how many people are planning on going out or not. I know I have friends who are doing a lot of decorating for trick-or-treating, and others who are staying home as well. So it's, you know, do what you feel comfortable doing. But yeah, so we're gonna stay home and watch movies. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of ran into things to talk about there. Sorry. Yeah, so I'm trying to work on. It's been a very busy week. I tried to keep up with all of the Arttober and Drawtober art prompts, but this month itself has been very busy at my day job. So between my full-time day job and having 2 small kids, you know, it makes it very hard to sit down and really have the time to do art when I want to. I still plan on finishing it. I am gonna be late, I'm gonna be behind, but I still would like to get it done. I'm a third of the way done. It's probably gonna take me good into November to finish the other 2/3, but I still want to do it because I have a sketchbook specifically for October to fill up, and I wouldn't know what else to do with it. Pretty much that's the reason. One thing that'll be changing is I was switching shifts back and forth on my job between days and nights, and I'm at the point where I am done switching, so I'm just going back to days. So I'm kind of hoping that when I get off work, I will have time to sit and do art. I really do want to do more art. I want to record more videos. I kind of miss having more of that, I guess, luxury time to sit and record videos. I have a lot more stuff planned I want to do. I have new art supplies to try out. So like I have a lot, when I say I have a lot planned, like I have a lot planned, but like no like concrete plans. I just have a lot of things I want to do. Speaking of things I want to do, I tried to do a little bit of a change in video style. Instead of doing, you know, time lapses, I just tried to like, you know, piece the progress together. Please let me know what you think about it. You know, just leave me a comment. Let me know if you like this way better, or if you liked it when I did the time lapses. I will say, you never realize how slow you paint until you're editing a video. I felt like when I was doing this, I didn't feel like I was very slow, but while I was painting it, I felt very, very slow, like one stroke at a time. I know with time I'll probably get a little bit faster and more efficient about it, but I really feel like I still paint very slowly. About as long as it takes to paint dry sometimes. But I really liked this piece. I had an issue with the sign, if you can see, right where the raven has the candy corn. There was just like a spot or a blemish on the paper that I did try to layer some paint on top of it. It didn't seem to go away, but I don't think it's too big of an issue right now. Like, I'm trying to kind of ignore it's there. Hopefully, you know, enough of the other piece will kind of help cover it up. So, not so bad, I guess. But I think near the end, I went a little bit overboard. I want to get better at adding colored pencils to my pieces. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I want to get better at adding colored pencils to my pieces in regards to like line art and details and stuff. I've seen like a lot of people do them and they add a bunch of nice bright colors and it just looks amazing. And it adds, you know, that extra piece of, I don't know what's the word I want. I don't know, extra details, texture, colorfulness to it, and I really like it. But I'm not the best at it, so like I tried it a little bit on the signpost, and it's okay, I guess. Overall, the background was kind of weird, I think, because it was such a big area and such a large wash. I was afraid of having some blotchiness to it, which I kind of had some in the top left corner, but you'll see when we get there. It's still not bad. I still like it. My favorite part about this whole piece, though, is definitely the whole post itself, and I really like the raven. If you saw in the time lapse in the very beginning of the sketch on my iPad, I'm not very good at drawing birds, and it's something I do want to work on. And when I started to do the line art for the raven, I tried pulling up some like reference angles and whatnot of the raven, and I realized like I was drawing their eyes way too far back, and I kind of got the shape of the head a little bit better, so like I'm much more pleased with the turnout of the raven now than when I had initially sketched him out. But birds and animals are something I want to do more practice on. Eventually I want to get back to kind of like drawing characters and people and stuff. When I did digital art many years ago, that's mainly what I did, and I wasn't the best at it, but I'm a lot better at it. I was a lot better at it then than I am now because it's been so long, and now I'm just kind of scared, you know, drawing wonky people. But it's art plans, art goals I have for the future. So yeah. I'm trying to come up with things to talk about to fill in this time, and it's getting kind of awkward because I feel like I've just been rambling. Yeah, I think I'm gonna pause for a minute and see if I can come up with anything else to talk about. Yeah, I'm gonna let some music play for the time being, and if I come up with something to talk about, I'll pop back in. everybody, so I'm back. I'm not one for talking too much, so sorry about that. I really wish I could have come up with something to fill that gap just a little bit, but this is my finished piece. Overall, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I hope you liked it. So yeah. I hope to be able to do more videos next year for Halloween, because Halloween is one of my favorite things to draw for. Yeah, there's so many opportunities and options and things to draw, but I was able to squeeze out a couple this year, and yeah, so again, I liked how it came out. The post and the sign and the raven and the mushrooms are my favorite part. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to. Leave any comments down below. You can follow me on Instagram, and thank you. Hope you all had a really good Halloween full of candy and tricks and treats. Bye. Thanks.